People who have yet to join, they will be parallelly joining team. But anyhow, let's start the session for today. So by yesterday team, we completed with our introductory part team. Like on day one, we have seen the introduction to the Fusion application, right? And then we have seen what is Fusion application, and then what is Fusion application evaluation overview, like when Oracle introduced this application, what is the background of this Fusion applications team, right? These all things we have seen in our day one demo session. And in that session, I also explained you what are the different types of companies involved in this particular technology, or uh, any other IT application you take also. Typically, what are the types of companies involved in the usability of the applications we have seen team. And also, I introduced it to you Fusion environment releases team. Like in the year 2011, when Oracle introduced these applications into the market, what is the release version that they came up with? Since then, how the applications got evolved and what is the latest version of the Fusion application we have seen team. And also explained you Oracle's upgradation policy. What is the upgradation policy that Oracle following for their application, and how the release versioning Oracle following for every quarterly upgrade that they are going up for their product we have seen team. And also, I introduce it to you what are the total modules we have in the Fusion application team, and what comes under functional, what comes under technical, and what we are going to see in this particular program. That all we have seen team. And also, to have a quick recap, we also discussed on the kind of recruitment going on in the market team. What type of roles that currently market expecting? What is the highest scope that we have with respective to the roles? And what sort of salaries, what sort of demand we have? Who can learn this course? These all things we have discussed in our day one demo, right? And then in yesterday's session team, I have introduced to you Oracle's knowledge repository, like how you can access standard Oracle documentation in the system, right? By going to internet, how you can access standard Oracle documents we have seen team. And then I also introduced to you Oracle certification process team. If anyone want to write this certification exam, what is the process? What is the examination cost, the time, what mode of examination you will be attending? These all things we discussed yesterday team. And also I introduced to you the Fusion HCM Cloud applications team. Like when any customer buy the product from Oracle, how the application will be delivered to them. I mean to say, in which form the application will be delivered to them, and what are the different names that we can call our Fusion applications team. And also client to client or customer to customer, when Oracle selling the product, how the pod number will be differentiated, we have seen team. And also I logged in into the Fusion application yesterday, and I have given you basic home screen level overview in the system team, right? Basic home screen level overview in the system I have given you yesterday. So this is what we have seen so far in our last two sessions. All that basic introduction to the application. What is this application? For what purpose any company will use this? Now every one of us clear with that. Now today we are going to start with our actual sessions team. The very first topic that I'm going to start today will be this module in the system team. The very first concept or the module that I'm going to start as part of our training will be this security administration in the Fusion system team. Why I'm taking up this concept, I will tell you, team. Any project implementation that you go, probably in the upcoming 3-4 months, whenever you got placed and you got deployed for any particular project, whenever you are working in any project of the client, the very first concept every one of us should know in the Fusion application will be security administration. How the concept of security is working in the Fusion application team. That is very fundamental, grassroots level understanding every one of us should know in the system. Why, Kumar? Why that concept we have to learn first? Let me go to new Excel sheet and we'll take up this concept freshly here, team. So we have something called security administration in the Fusion system team. Why we have to learn security administration, team? See, in security administration in the Fusion application team, we are going to see how to create user accounts to anyone in order to access the Fusion application team. Yesterday I told you, in order to access the Fusion applications team, what you require, team? You require user ID and password, correct? Whenever you take that particular application URL, whenever you trying to enter that application's team, system will prompt for sign in. You require your user ID and password. All of you received this application access also, I believe. Yesterday, admin team shared in the WhatsApp community, right? So every one of us, in order to access the Fusion application, we require our user account in the system team. Once you pass your user ID and password, then only you could able to enter into the Fusion system team. So how the user accounts will be created, how the access to the user will be provisioned, we are going to see in security administration. But Firbi, even that, why, Kumar, that to be discussed initially when we are starting the project or when we are learning this particular technology? Now take this as an example, team. Same example you take. Now, Reliance Industries is their team. Okay. Reliance Industries buying the product from Oracle team, from Oracle Corporation team. So till here, pretty much clear, right? Oracle Corporation is the vendor or the service provider company who owning this Fusion applications team. Now Reliance purchased the product from Oracle team. Okay. Reliance purchased the product from Oracle team. Now, Reliance wants someone to implement the application according to their requirement. So let's say Reliance given the project to Deloitte. Every one of us know, right? Deloitte means what? Consulting company, so-called big fours in the market, MNC. Okay. IT company, I mean to say, team. So Reliance Industries bought the product from Oracle and then Reliance given project to Deloitte team. So typically, once you people learn this technology, in which sort of companies you will be working, I told you, in these so-called IT companies in the market, software companies in the market, right, team? For example, we are working here. Every one of us, I assume that you got deployed, I got placed in Deloitte company and your company Deloitte got the project from Reliance. Now you got deployed for that particular project team. Let's say team 10 resources, 10 of us. Okay. We will be called as implementation consultants. implementation consultants. We are called as implementation consultants. Okay. So team, what Deloitte doing team here? Deloitte deployed. Okay. Deloitte deployed 10 resources team, 10 of their employees for Reliance Industries project team. Because Reliance is a very big client, let's assume many countries they have, the size of the project is also very big. So Deloitte deployed 10 resources team. Let's assume you as one among them. So we are 10 members team who going to the client implementation team. So now all of our 10 members should get access to the client application, right? In the project, the scope is we have to implement these modules team, core HR, absence, payroll, talent, compensation. These are all module configurations we have to do in our client application team. So when we go for the project team, the very first thing what we require access. We require our client's Fusion HCM Cloud application access team. Correct? All of our 10 resources, all of our 10 implementation consultants, our user accounts to be created in the Fusion application of the client team. Our client application access will be required to us. Then only we can sign in and we can do the work. We can start configuring the modules. We can start implementing the system team, right? So that is the reason team. In every training, I will be taking up the very first concept, security administration team. Because in this module of security administration team, we are going to see how to create user accounts for anyone in the system and also what access to be given to them when they log in with their user account. That we are going to see in security team. People from EBS background or PeopleSoft background, you people know what I'm talking about. What is security? You might be feeling it very basic, but this is required team, right? So in security administration team, we have two major concepts. What are they? One is user account management. In security administration team, we have two concepts. One is user account management and the other one is team role management. Two concepts we have in the security administration team, user account management and role management in the system team. So what do you mean by user account management and role management team? Here in user account management team, we are going to see how to create user accounts in the Fusion application team, right? So when I talk about user account creation, very important, please concentrate team. We have two ways to create user accounts in the Fusion system. One is automatically, system generation or generating. One is automatic and the other one is manual. So team, we have two options in the Fusion application team when it comes to user account creation. One is automatically system generating and the other one is team manual creation of user account. What is automatic system generating, Kumar? This is particularly for the employees team. Okay. Whenever employees getting hired in the Fusion system, let's suppose team, we configured the entire application, all modules we configured with the client requirement, we hand over the system to the client team. Whenever our client using the system in their day-to-day life, particularly team in Fusion system, we have a module called core HR team. employee recruiting, employee hiring, managing will happen in this module. So in core HR module team, whenever interviews happened, people got selected, whenever HR hiring the employee in the Fusion system team, let's say after logging in, HRs will go here for hiring the employees team. Okay. Once they sign in, they will go to my client groups. Okay. They will go to my client groups, new person, and then team. Usually I'm showing you the end user screens team, hire an employee. So whenever HR hiring the employee in the system, the moment he click on submit button, when employee record created team, automatically system will generate the user account for our client employees in the system. Whenever they hiring the employee, because every employee require their user accounts team, because it's a HR portal, every day employees have to sign in into the system, they have to submit their attendance, or if they have to apply the leave, they have to go to the leave section and they have to apply the leave, or they have to check their pay slips, or they have to check their employment information. Every employee will be required their account access in the system team. So for client employees, system automatically will generate team. We no need to manually define anything for them. Whenever HR hiring the employees in the system, automatically system will create user accounts. But much before we are coming into the picture, first, if we implement the system, then these all things will come. Client can use in their day-to-day life, they can hire, they can maintain their employees. But now I'm talking in the initial time of implementation. Now just Reliance purchased the product, okay, and Reliance given project to us. We are not client employees team. We will not be hired in their application, right or wrong? We will be not be hired in their system. We are not employees of the client. We are implementation consultant. We are implementation partners team. We have to get the access. Then how team? So for employees, automatically system will create. For non-employees team, like we, non-employees team, like we, implementation team, for us team, manual way of creating the user accounts will be their team. Okay. Even for employees also, sometimes due to some data discrepancies team, system will not be creating user accounts automatically. Errors sometimes if happens team. During that time also, manual option is there. So now we are going to see how to create user accounts manually for all of our team members when we go to the project team. When we come to Core HR module, I will cover this topic, how automatically whenever we hiring the employee for the client employee system generating team. So in order to create the user accounts for all of our team members, at least one user credentials are required to us, right team? So usually in the projects, what happen, the client will create one user account team. Client side IT team who will be handling these applications and all team, they will create one user account to our project manager. Okay, or to our team lead, whoever is the key person team, our project manager or team lead, whoever is in our project team, for them, one account with all access, client side people will be creating and will be giving to us team. By using that login, we have to use that team. Now I'm using one login team, correct? HCM.lab. In real time, whenever you are working, one user account client will create and will give to us team for our project manager or for our team lead, whoever is the key person in our main project team. Okay. By using that account, we have to log in and we have to create for all our remaining team members team. Sometimes client side people only will ask our details and they will only create team sometimes. But majority of the times team, one account like that they will define to our project manager and they will ask us remaining accounts you please create. So team, when we go for the project implementation, this is the first thing that we will be doing team. For all of our team members getting access to the Fusion system team. So once we get that particular user login from the client, we will use that login stream. We will pass our user ID password, we sign in, and then for all our remaining team members team, we will be creating the user accounts in the system so that every one of us will have access and we can start working in the client system. We can start configuring the modules what we assign to us team, right? So let us see how we can create user accounts in the system for all of our team members team in real time. See, the entire security in the Fusion application team, creating the user account and all, will be handled in a one single place called security console. EBS people who are in the call today, in eBusiness Suite, used to have a separate IDM extension, Oracle Identity Management roles, sorry, responsibilities like that team. But in Fusion system, when it comes to security, the entire security will be handled in a one single place called security console team. So once we log in into the system, in the Springboard area, we have different functional areas I told you yesterday team. Just click on this right arrow. All options will move like this team. Okay. Here we have a functional area called tools. Tools. Under tools, we have something called team security console. See, this is the place we have to go to create user accounts in the system team. So by using that login which client given to us for our project manager, we will log in and we will come to tools and then we will go to security console. Click on that theme. You will land upon this page, security console. Here on the left hand side, you have different options team. Come to users, users. Then you will come to this user accounts page. So team, if you want to define new user account in the system, we have here team add user account. Click on this, you will land upon team add user account page. So here we are going to create the user accounts in the system manually team for non-employees in the client like our implementation team or event team. Across the modules we have different processes available to run in the system. So client will also have some technical accounts created, means no employee associated, just user accounts team. For that also we can able to define from here team add user account. So when you come to this page team of add user account team, here associated person information, associated person type, we have two options team, none and worker. This is very important understanding you should have here. None, worker. What do you mean by this none and worker team here? See, system asking you a question here. Are you creating just user account in the system or are you creating user account for any existing employee who already hired in the system? See, associated person type, none, worker. If I give worker team, see one more field will open up here. It means you are creating the user account manually for existing employee who hired already in the system team. I told you, right? In real time also, whenever HR is hiring the employee team, we have certain basic things HR have to capture. First name, last name, email ID. These things are mandatory team for hiring the employee, sorry, for getting the user account created automatically. Sometimes HR might not be given data properly while hiring, and the hiring the completed team. System might not create the user account automatically. Sometimes, due to data discrepancies, for employees also, automatically system might not create team. They will end up with error. For that kind of employees team, after we hiring the employee, manually HRs can define. So this option is for them team. Already in core HR module, if employee hired but user account not created, as a admin, you want to create to that person user account team. So if you are creating a user account for any existing employee worker in the system, you can come, you can search that worker team. I am searching by name John. These are training environments team. We have some data available in this. See, so I'm searching with some employee named John. So I can select team, select that person, click on OK. So the details will synchronize from that person details team, because while we hiring, we capture all this information, first name, last name, email, see all these details coming up team. So if you are creating the user account for any existing employee, then we have to choose worker team. But we are creating the user account for our team. We are not hired in the system because we are not employees in the client organization team. We are implementation partners. We are going to configure the system and we are going to leave after the project handover. So we will not be hired. So we will not be a worker in the system. We require just user accounts team. No worker record associated to us. Just user accounts required for all of our team members team. In that case, person type, you have to keep it as none. Means the account you are creating is not related to any employee in the system. Just user accounts we are creating to access the system team. So keep it none and we have to proceed further. Then account information team, keep it active. If you're not active, selecting active and you are creating, it's useless team. If account is inactive, you cannot use that credentials. Keep it active. What is locked, I will tell in next 10-15 minutes team. Keep it for next 10-15 minutes open like that. So while you are creating the new user account team, associated person type to be none, active, and then team, this advanced information we no need to tackle. We have something called single sign-on concept team. Means if your client using multiple applications in their organization team, same user account and password they want to use for all the internal applications they are using by their employees team. So if you want to enable single sign-on concept, you can enable that. But usually HCM functional consultants, we will not handle that team. The technical or the middleware team in the project, they will handle that. We don't need to touch. Please ignore that team. And then team user information here. Category by default, the option default will come. You can keep it that. Even this concept also very important. What is this category? I will talk about that in next 20-30 minutes if time permits today or in tomorrow's session team. Then pass the details team. Let's say I'm creating an account. Let's say first name, TrioTech, last name, Kumar. Okay. Then team, I can give the email here team. I'm giving one of my email team, kumar.oracle18@gmail.com. As of now, I'm giving my email ID. But team, whenever user accounts we are creating, what is that user's email ID you can give, and you can give the phone number. Okay. It's not mandatory, optional team. Whatever star marked, they are mandatory team. And see here team, username. Now some of you might be getting a question by this time. Okay. Why this format, Kumar? The moment you given first name and last name, automatically the username taken up as triotech.kumar, first name dot last name, that will be coming up from this category team. So in Fusion system, we can customize these as per our client requirement. The username formats we can select team, either first name dot last name, or email IDs we can set up, or employee numbers we can set up. That I will tell you team. That's why I'm telling you in this category level, we can decide user account rules. Currently in this demo instance, first name dot last name was their team. That is why when we creating the user account, that format taken up. That's okay team. Then give the password here. So I'm giving some password team. Okay. And I'm confirming the password of that user, right? Like this team, we have to create the user account. Now, okay, you are creating the user account for this person, Kumar, in the system. Now, creating the user account is sufficient? No, team. What access Kumar should be provided in the system? Means Kumar should be provided with core HR module access, payroll access, talent module access, benefits module access. What screens, what functionalities Mr. Kumar, when he log in, can able to see in the system team. Now, my login, when I log into the system, I could able to see several things in my Springboard area team, different functional areas, different icons I could able to see. How that is happening team? Now the concept of role management will come into the picture team. Now the concept of role management will come into the picture team. In Fusion system, we have a concept called roles in the system team. Entire security in the Fusion HCM cloud applications working on a one single concept called RBAC, RBAC. Okay, roles based access control. RBAC means what team? Roles based access control. The entire security in the Fusion application working on a one single concept called RBAC means team, for every module in the system, whatever the modules we have in the system team, for every module, Oracle delivered certain standard roles in the system team. Okay. It means in order to access core HR module related functionalities, we have this sheet team. Where is another sheet? Just a second team. Just I'm trying to open one more. Our daily course sheet, that which we'll be using from tomorrow onwards. Okay. See team, global HR is there, core HR. I have many configurations to configure in core HR module, different configurations I have team. So in order to access all that core HR module related configurations and functionalities team, Oracle seededly delivered certain roles. We have something called, let me list out them team. We have something called human resource manager. For core HR, for absence and for talent. For these three modules team, we have the roles like human resource manager, human resource specialist, then human resource analyst. Okay, like that we have the roles team. Then for payroll management, in order to access payroll module team, we have the roles like payroll administrator, okay, then payroll manager. Then for compensation module team, we have compensation manager, compensation administrator. Then for OTL also the above roles are sufficient team, these roles. Then for ORC module, we have recruiting manager, okay, hiring specialist, okay. Then for OLC, Oracle Learning Cloud, learning specialist, learning administrator, we have different roles that Oracle given for each of the modules in the Fusion system team. We have some more roles also I have listed out. But today you will be receiving our first set of material team. Okay. Whatever the material for our security and the next core HR module for next 30 days, what we are going to discuss. Today, the first set of material PDF I'm going to share with you in the community. In that, you can find out team. Today's session, last 2 days, what we have discussed, everything documented team, right? That PDF of 130-page document for next 30 days, our what are the topics that we are going to cover? Today, you are going to get that team. In that, you can able to mention, you don't need to make a note of it. You will be getting all this notes team. For each module, what roles are required to access. In Fusion system, the entire security working on a concept called RBAC. Creating the user account is not sufficient team. Now I'm creating one user. Okay. One user account I'm creating by name TrioTech Kumar. So creating the user is not sufficient team. What access this Kumar will have in the system is the question mark here. So team, whatever the roles that we assign to Kumar, whatever the roles that we assign to Kumar, he will able to access all that modules in the system. Whatever the roles that we add to Kumar, he will have access to all that modules in the system team. That is what RBAC concept. Whatever the roles we add to the user, he will have access to all that modules functionalities in the system team. So here, whenever we creating the user account, the next section will be roles. We have to add team. So all roles are Oracle delivered. But here we have again customization scope team. In real-time projects team, we will be working on role customizations. Direct roles we will not assign. But as of now, we are in the initial stage, understanding the user account concept. I am directly adding Oracle seeded roles team. How? Click on add role and then here you can search team. See, a part of these roles team, we have one basic role called employee. Means usually team, with that role, every employee will have access to their self-service team. At least employee should able to access his own records in the system, his own employment detail, his salary details, his absences details and all team. What I will do is, we will test it out practically team. Though it is not employee account, just user account I'm creating, assuming is an implementation person. One basic role is there that I will assign team and we will try to log in with that and check out what access he is getting team. So here you can search your roles team in the system. See, when you are searching for a role, you might be looking at duplicates also team. This is the role name and this is the role code. Whatever the code starting with ORA, ORA, that is Oracle delivered one team. We have role customization concept I'm telling. So someone, your previous batch people, my students might be practicing the security classes team. So they might duplicate this seeded role and all. So please ignore. While you are practicing also, you add Aura, Oracle seeded delivered roles team, code with Aura team. Select it, click on add role membership. Now see team, role will be added to the user. Now let's check out team. I will complete user creation. We will try to log in with this new user and we will check out with this role what basic access he is getting in the system. Then I will come, I will add more roles and I will show you how it is working team. Okay. Now I'm done with my user account creation team. All the required details I given, save and close. Save and close. Now see team, the user account created. If you want to check out team, any existing user accounts in the system, you can search here team. If you know his username, you can search with username. If you know his email, keep email and search with email or first name, last name. Now if you want, let me search team. TrioTech Kumar. See, this is the account just we created in the system. So let me try to log in with this user team. Let me go to another window, incognito, I open team. Okay, ETAG. This is our environment pod number that I'm using today team. Now, let me try to log in team with that person. TrioTech.Kumar. This is the account, right? We created. This is case sensitive team. No case sensitive means uppercase, lowercase, anything you give, no issue. Okay. TrioTech.Kumar, and I'm giving the password team. Okay, whatever the password I given. Now see the new user account what we created. I'm trying to log in with that team. Click on sign in. Okay, let's check out team now. Let's check out team now. What access he will be getting in the system. Okay. See, now I logged in as TrioTech Kumar. See, good morning, TrioTech Kumar. Limited. This me access getting team. Usually with that employee role, this me access. In Fusion system, basically employee self-service, we call that team, where employee can check his own personal information, his absences, his performance appraisals, his pay slips in pay area, everything he can check out. See, only me, basic things team. 4 options are there here. If I come to tools also, no security console. If I come to navigator, see only these basic options are coming team. If I come to settings and action also, see only these options I could able to see team. Whatever with that basic employee role, that access getting to this Kumar team. But see, my login you see team here, how many things I could able to see. My login is what team? HCM.lab, our training user account I'm using team. See, when I log in team, how much of access I'm getting? Many things, sales, Redwood, me, my team, procurement, my client, whatnot. And if I go here, many things I could able to see. Even if I come here team, settings and action, I could able to see this administration work area, these all things. But to Kumar, these all are not available. Why? Here the roles playing a major role. Okay. In Fusion system, the roles will be playing a major role. This is our training user team. Okay. And even for your practice purpose also, we given this only, right? We added all the required roles to this user team. That is why he's getting full access to all functionalities in the system. Now let me add more roles to Kumar and checkout team. So how you can do? Again, go to tools, come to security console for creating the new user or any changes to the existing user. If admins want to do, they can do from here only team user account, search the user, what we created team, TrioTech Kumar. Click on the name. You will enter into user account details page team. See, user account details, TrioTech Kumar. This is what we created team, username and all. See team, password expiration date trigger. Today is November 29th, 2024. Okay. Whenever I created an account team, just now we define password expiration coming February 27th, 2025. Exactly 2 months from now, not 2 months, 3 months from now, 90th day, expiration date triggered. Who told in the system every 90 days the password expiration should happen? Means employee, that person have to reset his password team for every 90 days. Who told that system to take? We have something called team user account rule setting, like username format, what system should follow, password policies, what system should follow. We have category concept. We will be coming to that team, leave it. Now let us try to add some more roles to the user team. How? Click on edit. So as admin team, when you come here, when you click on edit team, you can do even username change, first name, last name, everything is editable team. Some more roles you can add team. Click on add role. Let me search with these roles team to the user. Okay. Human resource manager. Human resource manager. See, Aura one only you pick every time. These all are duplicates team. People copied that and they created custom roles that we will see later. Human resource manager, then human resource specialist, all the other roles I'm going to add now team. See, select add role membership, then payroll administrator for payroll module team. Huh? All the module related roles I'm adding to the user now. Then compensation administrator. Okay, you can add the other roles also, but each one from one I'm adding team. Then recruiting manager from ORC module team. Then learning specialist. Okay, learning specialist, right? So like this team, we can add more roles. See, along with this basic role team, these other roles also I'm adding. Forget about auto provision, these all things. We will come to that later. Okay, focus on what I'm explaining now. Okay, so like this team, we can add the roles to the user, and whenever you don't want, you can delete the role also from the user team. Now what I'm doing team, already employee have one basic employee role. On top of that, for this Kumar, I'm adding more roles to this user team. Not only that team, in order to access this security console, we have a role called team IT security manager. Whoever have this IT security manager role, they will have access to the security console team. So if you want to give access to that also to Kumar, then come here, add role, and then search with the team IT security manager. See, IT security manager, this role team, in order to give access to security console, that role is required. See, even that also I map a team. So like this, for the user, that what you created, to what all modules, to what all functionalities the user should have access, all that module or functional areas related roles, we have to map team. Now save and close. Okay, now save and close. Now we updated roles to this Kumar team. See, these all roles we added team. Now let us try to, please observe carefully. Earlier only these options I have team. Now let me sign out and sign in. I'm doing this in another window team because in that already I logged in, right? So I'm using another window, TrioTech.Kumar and sign in. Okay, now you check out team whether any access, it's taking slight bit of time. Usually in the backend, some LDAP processes will run team. So slight bit of time because parallelly I'm working in two different windows. It will take slight bit of time. Let me once again check out team. Still not reflecting. What I will do is I will do in this window only. I mean to say sometimes the browser issues also will be there immediately to reflect the changes. Now I have signed out from my login team and I'm trying to log in with Kumar's login, triotech.kumar, the account which we created. Click on sign in. Now check out team. Oh my God, it's not yet reflecting. Huh? Usually it will take 30 seconds to 45 seconds time team, not much. We don't need to run basically any process. Automatically it will take up only one or two employees changes means. But demo instances, no training environments, we can expect slight slowness in the performance team. Let me close the window and let me open it freshly. Now see team, it took just as I told 30 to 45 seconds it will take. Now see team, when we log in with Kumar, how much of access he is getting? Me, my team, my client groups within that talent review, payroll, okay, performance, absences, goals, and then benefits, okay. Then what not team? If you go to tools, Even in the tools now, security console coming. Huh? See team, the access got improvised to Kumar. All these functionalities are coming team. Earlier, these were not available. Now they were added up team. All the modules, the functionalities, benefits module, everything team. So this is how team, the concept of R back will work in the system. Whenever we creating the user account, all the required roles to the user, we have to map team. Then only that modules will enable to that user and that functionalities will enable to that user team. Now, when I log in with my user credentials team, my HCM.lab, in the right side, I used to get something called administration work area. Correct team here, if you could see, let me log in back with my user, my training login, which I'm using, HCM.lab. So when I log in with my user team, I have all roles of all products team because we will use this login for financial, supply chain, everything. All that product roles also there. That is why I could able to see everything team. Here, when I come team, administration work area is showing up. From tomorrow, we are going to travel every day to this particular screen team. I'm going to navigate every day from this screen onwards team because to start with any module implementation in the Fusion system, core HR, absence, payroll, any module team, from tomorrow onwards team, whenever we start our modules of core HR absence, we have different configurations, right? For every module, different configurations we have to do. So we can able to search the setups and all from this administration, setup and maintenance. From a starting tomorrow, every day, I'm going to this administration, setup and maintenance. This is something very important area team. Setup and maintain our FSM task, functional setup manager task we call team. Any module related setups or configurations, if you want to search, you have to go to setup and maintenance, you have to do team. So in order to get access to this administration area team, we have roles like these team, application, implementation, consultant. Actually, this role is sufficient, but we have two more also team, application, implementation, manager, application, implementation, administrator. Okay, we have these three admin related roles team. So any module that you want to implement in the system, so you require this administration access team. You require this administration access team, setup and maintenance and all. To get this access to your user team, that roles also you have to add. So when I go to the system team, to the user account, tools, security console, then coming to the user, okay, user, and then TrioTech Kumar, right? Edit it, then edit. And if I add that roles also team, see what are they team? Application implementation consultant. These roles also available team. So try to add these roles also to your user account team so that you will get access to that administration work area, application implementation manager, application implementation administrator. Okay. Okay. These three roles also you try to add team. Once these roles also given to the user team, then that user will have access to that setup and maintenance work area team here. When you click on the settings button team, see, it got added up, see here. The three roles that we added, no? See, the administration work area coming up team, setup and maintenance, these all things. Earlier, this was not there. Now it came team. Okay. So like this team, every user that we configuring in the system, creating the user account is not at all sufficient team. The required roles we have to add. So in real-time projects when we are working team, at this initial scope, when client given us one account to our project manager, by using that we will log in, and for rest of our all team members team we will create the user accounts, and also we will add all the module related roles team. So every one of us will have access to the Fusion application with all modules and functionalities. Now we are good to proceed with our configurations team, right or wrong? Now every one of us will have access. That is what the very first point we should learn in the system team. When you go for the project, this is what you are going to do, creating access to our teammates. Sometimes project manager might be taking up this activity. Usually they won't do, because project managers are not technically sound. They are only to manage the project. Okay. So they will ask us to define these things. If you are one of them where you have to create, you should know about this, right? So you have to learn the very first topic in the system is how to create user accounts in the system. Okay. This automatically how to generate, I will talk whenever we come to core HR module team. Here, further, what we can do team, whatever the user account that we created, as a admins, usually for the employees might be, or for any account team. If you want to do any sort of editing, updations team, if you come here, if you click on edit team, you can do all the updations, any name, username change, last name, first name, or roles you want to add, or any role you want to delete, you can delete that team. See, if you remove all roles team, at one shot, all roles will get deleted. Here, one by one, you can do. But remove, if you select team, all roles at one time will delete team. Then we have auto provision team. We have one concept within the Fusion system, like team, how for the employees, whenever hiring happen, system automatically creating user account. Role automation also we have in the system team based upon certain parameters, employee hiring in which company, which department, which job, some roles you can automate team. That we will see. Role management we are not dealing now. Only my concentration is on user creation part team. Role management sessions again I will take after our functional training. Once we complete our functional modules training team, you will be experiencing in each module what functionalities we have, what screens we have. Then I will take up again security classes with respective to roles team. Then I will talk role customizations, data restrictions implementing, or security restrictions implementing. Then automating of roles also I will tell you team. So this one, please keep it for future discussion. Too early to understand that concept team. We'll see that. So when as a admin, you come to edit button team, entire user account will become editable. Any changes if you want to do to the user, you can do team. Then resetting the password. Let's say this user forgot his password team. He can do from his login button, forgot password is there. If not team, as a admin, you can come to reset password here, and you can able to reset team. Automatically, if you click and if you click on this team, password reset link will send to employee's email or this user's email team. Manually, if you give team as an admin, you can change the password manually and you can share him off the record, either through email or through text, whatever it is you can share with him. You can manually give the password and you can ask him to log in team. Two options are there team. But whenever you are resetting the password, some password policy coming up, at least 8 characters, one number. Not even during this time team. Whenever we creating the new user account in the system also, here password policy is there team. See, simple, at least 8 characters, one number. Or when I give any first name and last name team, okay, automatically system taking up the combination team. From where that all coming team? We have in the Fusion application with respective to user team, user account rules setting up team. Means what should be the username format, what should be the password policy, and what should be the password expiration rules followed by the system. That all you can implement, team. We have something called user category. This I will take up in next session, team. Okay. And then after we creating the user account as an admin, you can able to perform several things, team. If you come to actions button, lock account, reset password, delete user, compare user, copy user. We have different options, team. Okay. These things will be continuing in the next session, team. So as I informed you, on the request of the candidates, we are closing the session by 9 o'clock only. So I request everyone, please join the session on time. By 7:58 every day, Zoom will be on. So please try to join on time so that it won't impact your schedules, team. By 9 o'clock, we can conclude the session. Okay. So any questions as such in today's topic, online people, with respective to security administration, how to create user accounts when we go for the projects to our team members, how the concept of roles working in the system. You can please unmute and you can ask me, team.
Hi, Kumar. This is Shweta.
Yeah, hi, Shweta.
Yeah, and the first question is when you mentioned the implementation consultants, right? Like it's both the
Bit louder, please. Voice is
so
low.
when you mention implementation consultants, right?
Correct.
So you mean functional consultants as well as technical consultants,
Technical, both, entire
both is
team.
part of it.
It's
Correct?
both entire team.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next question I have is like, so I see most of the things you cover uh, from the basic authentication point of view. What if like multi-factor authentication, that kind of things will come as part of user configuration
Within the system, we don't have that multi-factor and all. We have something called API authentications and single sign-on concepts are there. They are extensions that which client have to license it, pass components. So that will not be part of our job. Usually, security administrators or system administrators will be taking care of that. Within
uh,
the Fusion, how to create the access to the application users to the application, we are seeing that.
okay.
I mean to
So
say OTP enablement, it might be. Your question is that only, right?
yeah, so
Multi-factors.
basically when we get as an employee, right, when we join,
Hmm.
right, so as a first step for an employee, you might ask like provide the mobile number and sending the OTPs like
No,
login
that all out of the system will handle, but not within the Fusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought like it will be configured as part of
No,
Fusion
no,
only.
we don't
That's the
have that
reason.
features.
So Kumar,
What is the duration and what is the duration and what is the course fee, Kumar?
Who is that? Ravi.
Yes, yes.
Ravi, you didn't join day one, day two demos?
Sorry, I could not join.
Acha, okay, no problem, Ravi. You fill the form that what team shared us, I mean shared in the chat. Basically, the program duration, as I mentioned on the day one, it will be 3 months program, Monday to Friday, morning 8 to 9. Ravi, okay, three
Okay,
months it
that's
will be.
perfectly all right. I have one
Mhm,
more question. So
mhm.
I have a H-1B visa approved.
Yeah,
So I'm almost having 12 years of experience. So
okay.
in US, how this is demand and is it suits for me?
In Canada or US markets, this is very, I mean, this domain is having very good demand. I mean, many participants are also in the call from Canada and US. See, basically, why the market is good over there, I can say simply is previous to Oracle Fusion, HRMS area, PeopleSoft was the leader in US and Canadian markets. When Oracle acquired PeopleSoft, all that customers now moving towards the Fusion HCM. So phenomenally, the customer adoption for Fusion HCM became very high in those markets. So wisely that recruitment part also became very demand now.
sir, in Salesforce, user accounts also we assign the same as. That means both are same, Salesforce and Oracle HCM.
Concept remains same, but different technologies do these are. See, anywhere user account part is similar. Even in SAP also we have the similar part, or PeopleSoft also we have the similar part. But every technology will have different way to define it. But the concept ultimately is same. For any user to give access to the system, this is the approach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kumar, do we create the user IDs for other consultants with respect to the SCM and finance and all? Or
Yes,
it's
usually
only
that part we only take care as a HR consultants.
okay. So there is no concept of a separate security consultant in Fusion.
Nothing like that. Usually we can only handle. But usually what happens, in the real time, for everyone, client will not give this role access. Only client will selectively choose. In our team, okay, we are implementation consultant. But in their internal IT teams also, only the super users, the big heads only will have this access. Right? Admins like that. Everyone will not be given because this is something who can get or who can misuse this concept also, right? I mean to say access related things they can easily play around. It will be
Yeah,
restricted based on the role as per their security rules.
because no, what I see is I'm just sorry, but I'm trying to compare because there are some separate roles, with other ERPs where they have separate SAP, security consultants and all. So it's not the same way here.
See, usually the finance and supply chain people also will have this security console access and they can also do that. It's all about the understanding between we and them. Sometimes client will say that you create the rules and give access to them. Further to that, any further access related restrictions, if they want, they will also handle that. But usually HR consultants in the projects only will take care of this.
Okay,
Separate team is nothing here in Fusion.
fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Kumar, this is Chalam here. How do I access these notes in I did not write it down.
No,
So
no.
how do
As of now, we have not shared anything yet. Today, after the session in the WhatsApp community, I request everyone, please follow WhatsApp community whenever we share any message because anything that I want to communicate with you, that will be the source of point. In that, you will be getting officially in the email the drive folder. But see, at upfront, if I share the entire drive folder, you will get confused where to go, which document to refer. What I personally follow for every batch is module by module. I will share once we complete security core HR or once we starting that module. Before starting of that module, I will share that module related document to you. Once that module completes or in between that module after a couple of sessions, that module assignment, interview questions, I will be sharing. So now, as I mentioned already in the class today you will be getting one PDF in your WhatsApp community. Please download that and keep it saved. No need to write it while class is going on. You can refer that document, or if you have the time with you, after the class, again go through recording, keep that manual beside, try to prepare the notes in your own understanding language or whatever it is. But today you will be getting that.
got it? And how about the login user ID and the password and stuff like that? Did you create it
Those
already?
things, portal access, we shared to everyone. And I've been seeing a couple of messages and also admin team reporting that people getting confused with the logins. Maximum people who even today morning and midnight some payments were received for them, not yet created, but maximum people who get that enrollments confirmed by evening yesterday, maximum people we created the user accounts and we shared it over the email. Whoever not received, don't worry, today you will be receiving because we are creating the users for batch by batch like that, so it's taking some time. Once you get email, you follow the steps what we mentioned in the email. After coming to the website, many people going to e-learn and trying to log in with your user ID and password. Please don't do this. Come to live classes. You enrolled for live batch, right? So your classes will reside here. Come to live classes, pass your user ID and password, then you can able to see the course enrolled to you. All sessions day by day will embed there. You can able to access that in the system. Coming to application access, even this URLs, what to be use it for practicing. We have shared it in the WhatsApp community last night. Please find it there. You can practice starting from day one, what we have discussed. Day one, day two, nothing. Whatever we talk today, you can able to start your practice. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. So I can see a question from Casey. Casey, what is the difference between this class and self-pay? This is live classes, Casey. Self-paced means you will not be attending the live. Only the video course you will be getting. Whatever the recent completed batch videos you will be getting. Self-learn, that is. And Shravan, as a HCM techno-functional consultant, we have to have access to create user. There's other tech. Yes, as a HCM techno-functional consultant, Shravan, you should have access to this where you will be working on security part. See, now I'm covering the security user account from the point of user accounts for us. But in reality, once core HR module implementation is done, we also have to create user accounts for the employees also, because when we migrating the data from client's old system, legacy system to Fusion through HDL or spreadsheet data loader, their bulk uploading is there where we have to create. So these all user creation part will be handled by us in the system as part of HCM work area it is. Okay.
Kumar, like same question. Like once we placed as HCM consultant, what will be the role? Like what will be doing in the project once we got
After
placed?
2 classes, you are asking this question.
Oh,
See, Satish, basically, we as a HCM consultant going to configure the client system. Whenever any customer buy the product, it's a blank application with the functionalities Oracle deliver. But in order to use the system by any client or a company, system has to be configured with their requirement. So all modules, whatever client using, we as a HCM consultant going to configure that modules according to their requirement. Client will give us the requirement. See, in core HR module, we want all this information here. This many companies we have, this many operating units we have, these departments we have, and these type of leaves we want, and these are the rules and regulation. Once we configure it with all these rules, regulations, or the data in the system, then client can use that application in their day-to-day life. HRs can start using the system in their day-to-day life. We will be implementing, configuring the system according to the client requirement. That is what we are going to do. For that to start, first we should have access to the client system. That is why we taken up the topic of user account creation in the system, how to do. Okay. Yeah. And iPhone. Mahesh, assignable, we will be seeing Mahesh. Actually, as part of role customization only, that will come. I will take up that. And we have 2 instances URL. Can you down? Just thanks for that. I don't know who is the person by name iPhone. Good question. 2 instances we have shared to you. One will be ending with oracledemos.com. This is very important thing, team. Don't get confused. 2 environments we share it to you. One URL ending with oracledemos.com and one URL that will end with oraclecloud.com, right? Whatever the URL ends with oracledemos.com, the username is hcm.lab, that is demo servers. These demo environments will be refreshing on a timely manner every 3 days or every 1 week or every 10 days. Sometimes application will refresh. Data you will be losing in that team. Other one, what we given, the URL ending with oraclecloud.com and the username Albert something is there. That is the private server, non-refreshable server. End to end you can practice. But team, you start working from today in this demo instances only. Why? Because whatever the concept today I explained, security console, you will have that access only in this demo instance. In our private server, security console access we will not give. Okay. So whatever the session I have taken today, please practice in this demo server. And team, one request, whatever the user ID we given to you, don't reset the password of that, because all your friends also working with the same user account. If one do that wrong, other people will get impacted, team. So if you want to create new user accounts by using that, you create it and you keep it like that. But don't reset the user ID what we are giving. Just use that account to log in, create your user account and you practice, team. Only for security, this instance you use. Remaining, whatever the actual core HR module when we start, you please rely upon our private server. That will be non-refreshable. End to end, you can able to configure in that without any issue, team. Okay. That is the fundamental difference. So right, team, I will conclude here for today. Let's join back in the next session and we will be continuing, team. I request everyone, please get that confirmed today. Whoever yet to receive any access related things, please reach out to the support team. In the community, you have given with WhatsApp support number also. Only reach out will be through that support number only, team. If you reply anything in the community also, we cannot able to reply in that. Please don't use community for any sort of replying. If anything you have to reach out, please reach out to us only to the support number we given. If you are not reaching that number, we cannot help you out, team. That is the connection between both of us. In that support number, they are not admins. They are also the HCM consultants and the other trainers from my team will be available. All of us, we commonly access that WhatsApp number. So whenever you have anything, please reach out. In due course of time, we will try to respond and we can give you the answers to that. In community, if you reply to whatever the content we are sharing, we cannot able to see because many groups we have, we cannot have the track of that. That is why we segregating WhatsApp support numbers batch wises. So for 4 batches, I will use one number. For 4 batches, I will use one number like that. So that we could able to get into connection with you as well, team, right? So please do confirm. If any 1 or 2 left out, today is the last day for the enrollments. Strictly from tomorrow, there will be no enrollments taken up, team. Please do confirm today and get your access done. Thank you everyone, team. Let's join back in the next session and we'll continue.